So I am down at Bronte in eastern suburbs Sydney, and I'm down here with no other than surfing protege and cool dude Kehu Butler, who's he's been staying at our place, just crashing on the couch, sleeping downstairs as well.
That's how we do it.
Cranking it out, eating food and smashing out the Vikings series. Yep, cranking it. But also he's here to compete in the local competition, surfing comp down in Maroubra, as part of what he's doing. So Kehu, welcome to the waterfront down here in Bronte.
Oh, cheers, thank you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, no, it's good as to be here. Weather's warm, players are fun. Couldn't really ask for more.
That's it. He's been eating all our food back at the house as well, so he's need to hit him up about doing some dishes as well, because he's been a bit slack with that.
Hard.
But yeah, the priority for this guy is he's come down to smash out the surfing comp. So you've been surfing pretty much full time now for how long?
I've been surfing for around about, I'm 17 now, for over 10 years, just over 10 years.
10 years?
So I was like 6.
Shot.
So yeah, it's been a while, and I enjoy it.
So it started back in the Bay. Have you always you grew up in the Bay of Plenty?
Yeah, born and bred in Mount Maunganui there, back in NZ, and my granddad taught my dad, and then dad taught me, and then it just pretty much goes from there.
Awesome. And they were always encouraging you from a young age. So as soon as you could pretty much walk, they would just like get on that board.
Yeah.
Or was it more of a choice for you?
Oh, I feel like it was definitely in me to do something in the water.
Yeah.
For sure, I was in it 24/7. Even when I was a little kid, my coach used to take me down to the beach, and then we'll go out diving, and I'll just float in the bucket.
Yeah.
And he would just go diving. I'd just float in the bucket at the top, wait for the killers and everything. So.
Wait for the feed.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then, from a young age, obviously, you got into it and built up your skills.
Yeah.
And then, so when did you do your first competition?
I done a few board riders comps when I was around about 7 and stuff, but like my first competitive competition was probably in Gizzy.
Yep.
And Maz Quinn, that is King of the Groms event he held, and I think I was 9 or 10 years old then.
Yep.
And, since that first event I got sponsored, and Maz picked me up. So,
sponsored at 9 years old?
Yeah, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wicked, man.
Yeah.
Sponsorship at 9. I can't even fathom that. As someone that's grown up in New Zealand, I know how much of a kind of big deal it would be to become sponsored as a surfer, let alone to have that at such a young age.
Yeah, no, I was stoked as. I still remember the day Maz asked me, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. And then he hit up my old man, and my old man was like, "Oh yeah, hard."
That's awesome, man. So obviously since then you've grew up in Bay of Plenty, carried on surfing, and now got to the stage where when did you realise that surfing was going to be kind of like your future?
I felt like at a certain stage, I think I was around about 12 or something.
Yep.
I felt like my surfing improved really quick from like alright, it improved real quick, and then I had people come and tell me that I could go all the way, and then since then I kind of just had that in my head since.
At 12.
And then I thought, live life once, give it a crack.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Free mate, man. To have someone come up to you when you're 12 years of age and say that to you is pretty awesome, man. And for you to realise that at that age as well, like, man, where I was when I was 12, I was just trying to work out girls and trying to work out kind of what position I was playing rugby.
I am too.
Yeah, you were too. But then you're already like lining up your future and your career in that, which is awesome. So you would have competed, nationals and that through the ages coming through it in NZ.
Yeah.
Built your name up through that.
Yeah, I pretty much just done nationals and Grom series in New Zealand, and then built my name up in there, and then I came over to Australia and done Oki Grand Comp.
Yep.
Oki had his own event, and yeah, like first year I didn't do as well, but that kind of drove me to come back and do better, and then in my last 2 years I went back to back. So yeah.
Choice. So now you're pushing up. You've progressed into the Quicksilver, the junior comp.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is
yeah, we're doing at the moment. I'm doing the WSL Pro Juniors around Australasia, and yeah, hopefully do well in those. But I'm also doing the QS events, like the one here in Maroubra.
Yep.
And,
which is a seniors or open.
It's an open and like
yep.
QS 1000, like a low seating one. So
yep.
Just trying to build some points for hopefully the end of the year and next year to be in those bigger events. So that's
awesome.
The aim.
Do you find the added pressures? I guess you've been under pressure for quite a while, being so young and competing in the open events. But do you find the pressure now is easier for you to handle in these bigger comps that you're getting to, or are you finding it a bit daunting?
Oh, sometimes I feel like most of the time I feel like these events, you just give it your best. Like throughout the whole time I've been competing, I've been just so caught up in just like competing and always being focused. I've kind of like learned how to balance everything.
Yep.
Like balance your happy stuff in life and competing as well, and mixing
yep.
it together. And I feel like that's been the formula for me that helps me out a lot, especially for all these events.
Yep.
As I'm getting older, like next year, no more juniors. So
yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely
into the
take
big
that.
leagues. So where's the biggest and gnarliest surf you've surfed so far?
Surf Waimea Bay. That was huge.
Yeah. How big was that?
It was like 20 foot plus.
20 foot. So 20 foot, if you don't know how big 20 foot is.
They almost ran the Eddie Eichel I don't know why they didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it was huge.
So 20 foot in perspectives wise, that's at least as high as a power pole or higher. 20 foot, right?
Yeah, probably.
Massive. Yeah. It's stupidly massive. You've also had a few opportunities to surf with pro surfers and train with pro surfers now that you're part of the Quicksilver crew, and also is we'll talk about it in a bit, but we'll talk about the Red Bull stuff. So so who's the biggest kind of surfer that you've been out in the surf with and smashed some waves with so far?
I've been spending heaps of time with Con O'Leary on tour, and
yep.
yeah, he's such a nice fellow. I've known him since I was young, and always looked up to him, and he always takes me on board to a few of his events and
yep.
on a few trips. So I've been lucky to go to Fiji and then be down there at Bells Beach for him.
Yep.
And whenever I'm around him in Sydney, I normally go catch up with him and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, he's probably like my biggest influencer in
yep.
surfing at the moment. So.
Well, if he's helping you to get used to the bigger surf and deal with the realities that aspiring pro surfers would have, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So hookups to him, looking after you.
Thanks, Connor.
Thanks, Connor, the man. So Red Bull has sponsored you. Red Bull have, I understand, maybe a year ago or a year and a half ago?
Yeah, about a year and a half ago.
Sponsored you.
Yeah.
And I understand that there's something. There's not many surfers in the world that are sponsored by Red Bull. A select few.
Yeah.
How many people are there?
I can't remember, but there's not too many.
Yep. And to be a junior and be sponsored by Red Bull. Mick Fanning, he was one of the ones that was sponsored by them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of the older guys, but
yep.
like the younger ones, there's not too many.
Yep.
But I'm stoked. I remember when they picked me up, they told me to come up to Mount Eden.
Yep.
Or where the Warriors play, and then we rocked up, me and my mate and my dad, and then it was like the Warriors training and all stuff. I forgot that they sponsored them.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, like Simon Marion just goes, "Hey boys, come in," and then they all huddled around, and then Sean Johnson walks out of the changing room with my board and a Red Bull sticker on it, and he just goes, "Welcome to the team," and all the boys are like clapping and stuff.
Awesome.
So that was mean, and I got to step him too. Stepped him.
You have play a bit of touch with him?
Yeah, no, he broke my ankles every time though.
Hey, but you stepped him once?
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Hear that, Sean? The surfers have got it on the league players as well. They're aspiring Red Bull. Kehu's going to come down and show you how it's done for their 2018 season as well. Choice, man. So that's a wicked relationship that you got with Red Bull. For you to, I guess, to grow that relationship as well, and while you're getting into your bigger surf lifestyle and career, having you know, I can't think in terms of like sport. I can't think of much of a bigger sponsor than Red Bull, which is primo. So what we were going to say was we started talking about influences, and I know you've obviously got some people that you look up to and aspire to. Well, I'm hoping you do.
Yeah.
Or is it just you out on your own there?
Nah, of course. But you know, I look up to Sonny Bill Williams. He's
Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah. He's not a surfer.
SB Dubs. Yep.
SB Dub. Yep.
He's a pretty well-known rugby player in this part of the world.
Yep. Well,
athlete. Exactly, athlete. You know, he's multi-talented. He's got the union. He's got the league, boxing. Yep.
Yeah. Sevens.
Yep. Sevens. True that. So he's got a few tricks up his sleeves there. And so, what do you reckon? What's the biggest reason that he's an influence for you?
I feel like he's always humble and he's always grateful for everything he has and what he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like and he's so good at what he does. He knows how to give back to other people, kids and stuff, that like makes me go, oh, I want to be like him.
Yep.
And try and look like him too.
Or be better looking than him, maybe.
Oh, I wish.
Been a few girls chasing us around the waterfront here, and I don't think it's me and my good looks, so it must be you, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
So we've got that's an awesome influencer, and do you feel like in terms of your ultimate aspiration is obviously to build as a surfer and get to the top tier, which is the WSL.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Because I think there's been 2 Kiwis, eh?
Yeah, only 2.
Only 2 Kiwis, and we want you to do it before you're 20. You have to do it next year.
Have to do it next year. One hit.
You've got 6 months to do it. Otherwise, we'll all be highly disappointed. It's a massive achievement for a Kiwi to get in there, and look, your progression with surfing's just been amazing to get to where you have even now, and I believe you're gonna, this is just the start for you in your career, especially with your ability to pick things up, but also learn from those people around you. Even people that aren't surfers. I feel like when someone comes about that I meet that's aspiring to be in a position and gives you the time to learn about you and your story, it tells me that someone's got the ears and thinking about all areas of where you can improve your game. So bro, that's been an awesome quick little interview.
Oh, cheers, thank you.
Just to finish on, want to wish you all the best for your upcoming comp in Maruba. I think you're on starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then for a big 2018 for you as you progress into the Opens and stepping into that big realm of professional and epic surfing. Yeah. So well done, bro.
Oh, cheers, thank you.
All the best. Go hard.
And
that's our quick interview with Kehu Butler, legend protege surfer up and coming for NZ, representing back home from the Bay.
Cheers.